A striker breaks free, taps the ball into the net and starts to celebrate. Then a screen lights up in a room he cannot see. The goal is gone. He was offside by the width of a shoelace. Nobody on the field caught it. The ball did. At the 2026 World Cup, the ball is no longer just a ball. It is a witness. It knows the exact moment it was kicked, and it is willing to testify. So how do you teach a ball to snitch? Meet Fig. Fig has watched 1,000 offside calls go wrong. A linesman blinks, a flag goes up late, and a perfectly good goal dies for no reason. For 100 years, offside was decided by a human eyeball trying to freeze two fast-moving objects at the exact same instant. Good luck. The 2026 ball fixes this in a strange way. It has a brain. Adidas calls it the Trionda, and tucked inside one of its panels sits a tiny sensor that weighs about 14 grams, roughly 3 coins. That sensor never sleeps during a match, which means, for the first time in World Cup history, the ball has to be plugged in and charged before kickoff, like a phone. Picture a staff member in a back room, gently charging a stack of soccer balls before the biggest game on earth. Somewhere out there, a person now has the official job of keeping footballs powered up for the World Cup. Forget one, and the smartest object on the pitch becomes a very expensive paperweight. So what is this sensor actually listening for? Here is the problem nobody talks about. Tracking where players are is easy now. A ring of cameras bolted under the stadium roof watches every match. They map up to 29 points on each player 50 times every second. Toes, shoulders, knees, the lot. The system knows where every limb is at all times, but position is only half of an offside call. The other half is timing. Offside depends on where the attacker stood at the exact instant the ball was kicked, and a camera filming 50 frames a second can miss that instant. The touch happens between 2 frames in the dark. That gap is what the ball fills. Inside the Trionda is an inertial measurement unit, or IMU. It is the same kind of motion chip that knows when you flip your phone sideways. It measures acceleration and spin in 3 dimensions, 500 times a second. The instant a boot strikes the ball, the chip feels a sharp spike and stamps the moment. 500 readings a second means a fresh snapshot every 2,000ths of a second. The kick point stops being a guess and becomes a timestamp. So the cameras answer where. The ball answers when. Apart, each one is half blind. Together they catch what no referee ever could. Then a computer draws the line. But who actually decides? Now scale it up. Every touch, pass, and deflection becomes data, streaming 500 times a second to a room full of screens. The software stitches the ball data to the limb data and flags an offside automatically, often before the players have stopped running. A call that once took 3 minutes and a furious crowd now takes seconds. Think about the flood of it. 22 players, dozens of tracked points each, plus a ball reporting in hundreds of times a second, all poured into one model that has to agree with itself instantly. This is not brand new. Back in 2022, the Qatar ball already carried a sensor, built by a company called Conjecture, but that chip sat dead center, right in the heart of the ball. Engineers had a nightmare on their hands. Put weight in the middle of something you want to fly straight, and it can wobble. Fans had already roasted older balls for flying like they were haunted. So for 2026, they did something clever. They moved the sensor out of the center and hid it inside one panel, then added tiny counterweights across the other panels to keep the balance perfect. The result is a ball that carries a computer, broadcasts its every move, and still flies like it has nothing inside it at all. And the system is touchy. If an attacker strays more than about 10 centimeters offside, roughly the length of your hand, an alert fires. 10 centimeters. In a stadium the size of a small town. So is the machine now the referee? Here's the part that surprises people. The ball cannot end an argument. It can only start a better one. The system is called semi-automated for a reason. The machine measures 2 cold facts: where every player stood and when the ball was struck. That is all. It does not know if a striker in an offside spot actually touched the play, blocked the keeper, or just stood there breathing. That judgment is messy, human, and full of opinion. So a real person in the video room still has to study the evidence and make the call. The machine builds the case. A human delivers the verdict. The ball is an incredible witness, but it never gets to be the judge. It hands over a perfect record of where and when, then goes quiet. The hardest question in football, did it actually matter, is still ours to answer. And there is one thing all this technology still cannot touch. Not the where, not the when. What happens inside a player's body across 90 minutes of running? Go back to that striker frozen mid-celebration. For 100 years he could have argued. He could have sworn he was level, blamed the linesman, replayed it forever in his head. Not anymore. Somewhere in a back room, a ball he kicked 4 seconds ago already wrote down the truth, to the width of a shoelace, and refused to lie about it. Fig stares at the screen. The flag was right. The ball does not celebrate and it does not forgive. It just remembers everything and waits for the next kick,